So, Alex, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Now, tell us something about yourself, Alex. You're originally from England.
That's right. Yeah, I was born in a place called Stevenage in Hertfordshire, which is quite an uninspiring place to grow up. But when I was about 10 years old, I moved down to Brighton, which I loved it there. But now I've ended up in Malaga in Spain.
What were you doing before you came out?
So in the UK, I've always been a magician, so I do close up magic. And I had a little locksmith business that I was running in the UK. I started out as like an employee, and then I sort of went self-employed, set up my own little business. And that's actually still running in the UK. I've sort of got someone covering the work there now, while I live in Spain.
All right, good. So you've still got your business going there. You've got someone taking care of it for you.
Yeah.
And what are you doing here? Are you getting into some type of locksmith business or doing any magician work?
That was the plan. The plan was to set up a locksmith business when I got here, and then I soon realised the language barrier was a big problem. So I'm learning Spanish now, but that was kind of a big hurdle. And then I realised sort of the amount of paperwork you need to do to set up a business here
Yeah.
was a real struggle. So that kind of led me into making money online and trying to figure out a way to make money on the internet, because I knew it would sort of solve them issues of the language and all the paperwork to deal with.
So you came out here originally because I think you said that your girlfriend's Spanish, right? So you
Yeah.
came back down here because she got offered a job. You met in the UK. You came back to Spain, and the big issue for you was putting money in the bank every month, basically, right?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, when I first arrived here in Malaga, I got a job in an insurance office selling life insurance.
To expats or
Ye- It was to expats, but not in Spain. It was globally, so expats anywhere in the world except from Spain, strangely enough. But yeah, I worked there for about a month, and I absolutely hated it, if I'm honest. Um, yeah, it was long hours. It was very hard work. It was cold calling people,
Yeah.
and the wages were not very good at all. I think after doing a full month, it was about 900 euros or something like that. So that kind of spurred me on. All my spare time I spent sort of researching how to make money online and different ways. And
okay.
yeah,
Because we'll just talk about what's the job market like down there for English people that come over, or British people, Irish people that come over down to a place like Malaga. I suppose there's lots of people in the same situation as you. You come down there, changing completely different to what you used to. Try to get a job, you end up selling. What did you say? Life insurance, was it, to
yeah.
expats around the world? I mean, what's the job market like there realistically?
Realistically, I think unless you can speak Spanish, I mean, if you can speak Spanish, obviously it opens up many more doors for you. But if you can't speak any Spanish, then you're really competing with all the other English people here, or English speakers, for the same job. And
Yeah.
often they're not great jobs. They're kind of like call center jobs.
Yeah.
And it's more, or it could be in the tourism sort of sector where it's going to be, working in a bar or something. So unless you're offered a job out here for something specialist, then it is quite difficult, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ended up doing a lot of research, you said, about how to make money online because you saw that as the best way to try and get everything sorted, right? To set up some type of internet business.
Yeah, that's right. So when I was in the UK, it was kind of in the back of my mind. I kind of always dreamed about the whole passive income thing, and not getting paid while you're sleeping, all that kind of thing.
So
Sound
so setting up So sitting on the beach while the money comes in.
Exactly, yeah, that was the ultimate dream. So I was kind of became a bit obsessed with it. I'd say I was interested in it in the UK, but when I arrived in Spain and found myself, I'd left the business behind, so the money was, I was running out of savings, and it kind of like spurred me on, and I spent every waking moment I could researching, listening to podcasts, reading books, YouTube videos, and a lot of the people around me kind of were saying, this is could be a scam and things like that, because there are a lot of scams out there. And yeah, so I think a lot of people can be suspicious of sort of whole make money online sort of world. They think it could possibly be a scam.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them for thinking that. It's because there are a lot out there, but as long as you provide value to the marketplace, it's a business like any other.
Yeah. And who were the people that you looked to for information? Did you go to some of those American internet entrepreneurs, or was there anybody specifically that gave you some ideas?
Yeah, mainly Russell Brunson. I'm not sure if you or your listeners would have heard of him, but he kind of invented some software called ClickFunnels.
Okay.
And that's basically like a sales process. Rather than a website, it's more like a sales process online. And he gives away so much free information and training and stuff. So I kind of modeled him, I guess.
Okay, good. And what did you set up? So you weren't physically selling a product, like you didn't start to make T-shirts or underwear or anything like that, right? You took something that you knew and you turned it into a course. Is that right?
Yeah. So I mean, in the beginning, I tried everything. I tried affiliate marketing and selling products on Amazon. I didn't have any success with them. And that's when I discovered like creating your own online course, because what you can do is just take the knowledge you've already got and basically turn it into an online course.
And in your case, it was locksmith.
Yeah, that's right. So I because that was my trade in the UK. So I set up a simple online course. It was teaching people how to become a locksmith. So it was very simple. It was only 20 videos or so. First video was how to pick this basic lock, and then it went up to sort of more advanced, and then how to set your own business up. And I think when you're providing that expertise and knowledge to the marketplace, that's when you can charge for it, rather than then it can't be a scam that way because people are really hungry for knowledge these days and information, so it's a really good time to get into it.
That's right. So you recorded some videos.
Yeah.
Put it into a course.
That's right.
Found the platform to put it on.
Yeah.
And away you went.
That's it. Yeah. So I kind of think the key to success with the online marketing is to kind of model what already works. So if you can see someone out there that's really successful online, the idea is not to copy them, but to model what they're doing as closely as possible, because they've probably spent years getting to that point. So if you can model what they're doing, their sales process, the look of their pages, and then you're giving yourself a big, you're cutting your learning curve. And yeah, so it's that was really the key to my success, I think, was by just copying what works.
Now, I don't want to talk figures, obviously, but you mentioned there your success. So you have been successful with what you've been doing, Alex?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, coming back to working at the insurance sales, probably making about 5 or 6 times as much as I was there in a month. So, and I'm hardly working for it. I'm not cold calling 200 people a day. I'll maybe send a couple of emails per day. But the great thing about this business is once you've set it up and you've recorded your course and you've set up your website and everything, after that, most of it's passive income. and then you can focus on the next thing, you know.
Yeah, good. So you've got more things in the pipeline then?
Yeah, so what I've done now is I've actually started teaching other people how to do this. A lot of friends and family were asking me how I was doing this and how I set it up. So I started off just teaching a couple of friends and family members. And then from there, I've now actually created some online training that basically shows people step by step. It's like a 3-step system, how to take a niche. So it could be any specialist knowledge that you've got, you know, no matter how mundane you might think it is. It could be cooking, playing the piano, accounting, anything like that, and package it into a course and yeah, create the sales process.
And how long does it take you to set something like this up? You said, what, less than a month or a couple of weeks or a couple of months?
Yeah, well, the training I've got is actually called a 28-day challenge. So the idea is that you create this whole business in the 3-step system all within 28 days. Because the software that I use actually give you a trial of 28 days. So if you wasn't to make any money with it, you basically not risking any money.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'd say within a month easily. And the key to this is really not being too much of a perfectionist. You know, don't worry about fancy filming equipment or waiting for the right time. The best advice is just to get something together and get it out there.
So what do you use then? You just film on your phone, or you've just got like a little camera?
Exactly. Yeah, I just used an iPhone. Just got my girlfriend to film me picking some locks, and then and then on the sort of more business side of things, I just filmed my screen. So I done like screen recording and went through some Google Slides. So if someone's got a specialist knowledge that's online, it's really easy to create a course because you just film your screen. Could be, for example, building a website. You just film your screen and perhaps make 20 lessons and you've got yourself a course.
All right, good. And do you have to use a specific platform, or can you use any website? Can you just set up your own website and away you go with the course, or you recommend using some type of specific all-in-one type website like the one that you're using there?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible to do it from a normal website or from other platforms. The reason I use the one I do is because it's got basically everything you need under one roof. So it's got your email marketing, your sales funnels.
Okay.
You can host your videos in there and your payment gateway. So when someone actually purchases your product, they get instant access and the money goes into your bank account all on automation.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I suppose that's one of the issues, right? That if you do set up a website and you've got to look at payment gateways, and then you've got to look at, organising all your emails and then redirections and all of that type of stuff, it gets a bit complicated, yeah?
Definitely, yeah. It's like trying to duct tape it all together.
That's it, yeah.
Whereas with this platform, it's all under one roof and it works very nicely as well. And it's really easy to use. So
Cool. So you would recommend people that are, looking to come out to a country like Spain, or any country for that matter, Alex, right? To, that are looking for this passive income, as you said, that a lot of people are looking to do something similar. You reckon this is a pretty good way to do it, right?
Definitely. I think now is the best time ever to start an online business. As long as you can provide value to the marketplace. So a lot of people think they need to be an expert or they need to have an interesting niche like locksmithing. But it's not true. I've seen courses in all types of areas. I know one guy made millions just from how to do a vertical jump, like for basketball, for example.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's so many different niches, and I think now's the best time to sort of package up your knowledge and like I said, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to know more than the person who's buying the course from you.
Well, that's it, yeah. So what you're doing is you're just sharing your knowledge basically with somebody else,
Yeah.
right? You're helping them get off the ground by
Yeah,
teaching them what you know, right? Yeah, that's it.
exactly. I
That's
mean,
it.
they could research it all on YouTube. Most stuff's on YouTube today, but if you package it all up nicely for them and all organized so that they don't have to research all these different places, they can get it all in one
Yeah.
place, then it's a win-win.
I think one thing that I heard you say once was that you've got to niche down. I don't know whether that was the term that you used, but don't have it too broad, right? So
Yeah,
if you like the more niche or niche
yeah,
your thing is, the more successful you can become.
yeah, that's right. So let's say that you were doing an accountancy course. So rather than have the course of something like uh, how to do your own how to do your own books, for example, if you niche down to like how to do your own books for expats in Spain would be a great one, because that's probably a market that needs it. You know, 'cause they don't want to deal with, or they can't deal with the Spanish. They've got the language barrier. So yeah, you niche down definitely. So when I started my course, I realised more people were interested in the auto side of it, so the cars. So then I created another course all about auto locksmithing and vehicle locks, and that's where I really saw a big increase in revenue. And so yeah, often the marketplace will tell you what direction to go. They'll ask you questions, and then you'll expand from there.
So you found your market. What is it? Mainly UK based? Is it states based? Where are the people coming from? The people that are taking your courses.
I would say 70% are in the States. Not sure why that is. I think it's just due to the size of America. It's huge, huge market. And the rest are sort of the UK and Australia
Yeah,
and Canada.
good.
Yeah,
English speaking places. Yeah,
basically, yeah.
good, good,
Yeah.
good. Although you got a plan in the future to put a Spanish version out, or
Eventually, yeah. When I improve my Spanish, it's not quite up to that level yet, but that would be definitely a good plan.
all right, great. Now, I think you said that you can offer some people something if they want to look you up, or something about an ebook, Alex.
Yeah, so I've created a simple guide, like a 3-step guide, how anyone can do this business. And I will give all of your listeners a free copy of that. So I don't know if they can perhaps go to a link in your show note or something
Yeah,
like that.
we'll put a link where they can find you in the description below.
Brilliant. Yeah, so there's obviously the free ebook guide. There is some paid training as well for anyone who wants to take it further. But yeah, I recommend checking it out. Definitely.
All right, great. All right, great, Alex. It's been great speaking to you. As I said, we'll leave that link in the section below where people can find you and get their hands on that ebook. And hopefully you can help people become successful entrepreneurs online.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, great, mate. Good speaking to you.
Cheers, Stuart.
See you later.
Yeah, bye.